They even worked the tiger in there,
The
too.
mascot was good. It's Football Friday on Thursday. That means the three biggest 11-man classes kicked off postseason play tonight. I'm Mark Ovenden.
And I'm Zach Borg. Tonight's show is brought to you by Paul's Place in Canton. We have a busy show with highlights from 10 of the 12 games.
All right, let's get started at Howard Wood Field. That's where the top-ranked Washington Warriors hosted Watertown in 11 AAA. This was a 4:30 start. Jack Skelhaus gets the Warriors on the board with his touchdown run that made it 7-0 in favor of the top-ranked team. Skelhaus then goes to the air. Watch Ty Smith in the back of the end zone, tiptoeing through the tulips. That's a touchdown. That makes it 14-0. And Chaden Fitzsimmons, nice spin move right there. Off he goes, doesn't quite score, but the Warriors would roll in this one. This touchdown by Skelhaus makes it 21-3. They go on to win 37-6.
In the nightcap of the doubleheader, Roosevelt taking on Rapid City Stevens. Jet Thune out with a broken ankle. Junior Torrin Devricks making his first start and looking pretty good. First quarter, Devricks 7-yard dart to Jamal Al-Busaifi. It's 7-0. The ensuing possession for Stevens. Watch this play. They're really starting to rock, believe me. Anthony Giannini gets in on the handoff. Ball pops up, and look what Sean Powell finds. How about a 20-yard fumble return for the touchdown? It's 14-0. Then in the final minute of the quarter, Tyson John had a big fumble last week. So he's got two hands on the ball, running it in this time, 13-yard score. It was big lead at half. They kind of let off the gas in the second. Roosevelt wins 34-17. Over at the MAC, the 7-2 O'Gorman Knights playing host to the Golden Eagles of Aberdeen Central. Knights were already up 21-0 on a couple of short touchdown runs, and then Luke Fourche takes over mid-second quarter. He breaks this one for a 56-yard touchdown run. It's 28-0. Now Aberdeen gets the ball back. They're going to drive it all the way down inside the Knights' 10. Watch this. Gabe Swanson's pass tipped. Fourche with a diving interception. That was his second pick of the half.
And that goes on the 1-yard line now, right?
Yep, and guess what happens? He's going to take him 99 yards and finish what he started, literally. Jack Peary for the touchdown. Big win for O'Gorman. They take it by a final of 50-19.
Now the Brandon Valley Lynx got the home field against Lincoln tonight, hoping for the same kind of performance they had against Roosevelt on their home turf earlier in the season when they upset the top-ranked team. And how's this for the second play of the game? Alex Waltner to Chase Grody, 68 yards for the touchdown. That's a pretty good start, I would say. 7-0 in favor of Lynx. If you can do it once, you can do it again. This time, 60 yards to Spencer Grage. That makes it 14-0 in favor of the home team. Third quarter now, it's 14-7. Waltner goes to Isaiah Block. Watch the catch. This is a beauty. Down near the goal line, it leads to a short touchdown, and the Lynx are going to blow their own horn as he takes it in. Your final score, 28-14. Brandon Valley advances. So does Washington, so does Roosevelt, and so does O'Gorman. On to the 11A ranks, 11 AA ranks, where the Yankton Bucks have been playing much better football heading into the postseason. They were home tonight against the Huron Tigers. First quarter, Nate Stevenson hands it off to Sheldon Gant. He does the rest, plowing his way into the end zone. It's 7-0 in favor of the Bucks. Now this next play is something else. Stevenson with a fake. Who's got the ball? Stevenson's got it. He throws downfield to a wide open Blake Savy. He's going to go for the touchdown. Everybody was faked out on that play. 69-yard score. And Yankton was really good tonight. Here's another touchdown for them, this time on the Wildcat. Tanner Frick takes it in. They win it 33-8.
Good night for the defending state champs. The last time Brookings played at Harrisburg, the Tigers won an overtime thriller, and it looked like we might be headed that way again. Brookings driving early in the second half, but Harrisburg's Michael Curry jumps the route. He takes it all the way back to the 5-yard line. That pick will set up Kirsten Conway for a touchdown run. The Tigers playing without their starting quarterback, Kane Kittleson, who was hurt in last week's finale. This makes it 13-3. Brookings would answer on their next possession. Devlin Coughlin, who had just gotten picked off, tosses up a touchdown to Justin Dean. Brookings would take the lead, but late Harrisburg comes back and gets a big victory, 20-17, the final.
48 seconds to go in the game. On to Mitchell, where the Colonels were taking on Spearfish. Last time they played it, I believe it was 48-45. How about this guy, Cannon Nelson? 5 touchdowns and 194 yards on the ground for him. He had himself quite an evening. Now, after a Spearfish touchdown, it's going to be Sam Mickles. He takes the kickoff, and off he goes, all the way for the touchdown. Mitchell in a rout. 54-18 was your final score as we go to the scoreboard. Pierre also rolls 47-0. There's your Yankton score in Harrisburg in that thriller. Paul scoring with 48 seconds left in the game. We conclude our coverage in 11A, where Paul Heinert was at the game of the night in Madison. At least we thought so, Paul.
Well, Mark, earlier this year when these two teams met, it came right down to the wire with top-ranked Madison winning. But the Bulldogs would remember the Titans, and this time, well, there was a lot more at stake. We'll pick it up in the first quarter. Madison up 7-0, but the Titans are driving. It's Peyton Conrad to Adam Hyen for the touchdown. Hyen had a great game. We're tied at 7. Madison's Mitch Hansen airs it out, but Tate Hoff is there for the great interception. However, he would turn it over on the next play. And on Madison's first play, that sets up a scamper from Brody Frederickson, his second touchdown of the night, 13-7 Madison. The Bulldog fans loving it. They would love this even more. Noah Guzzi with the pick, and here comes the 6th. Interception for a touchdown, 20-7 Madison. Brody Frederickson, here he is. He had 6 touchdowns, 185 yards. Madison wins.
The Chargers of Sioux Falls Christian also took Madison to overtime before suffering their only loss tonight. They hosted Belle Fouch, looking for their first ever playoff win. Chargers opening drive, one of their many running backs, Jackson Olsen, punches it in for the early lead. Next Sioux Falls Christian possession, they scored on their first 3 of them. It's Riley Hogan finding the crease and breaking off a long scoring run. What a way for Sioux Falls Christian to get their first playoff victory, 49-14.
And finally, the team that always seemed to be playing its very best football. Look at that beautiful move over in Hartford tonight. They always play their best football this time of year. It's the West Central Trojans. There's Dan Skinner on the quarterback keeper. That makes it 21-6. Milbank had returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown, but it was all Trojans after that. Joseph Hanisch, he barrels down and stretches out, gets to the goal line, makes it 28-6, and then it's going to be Hanisch again up the middle. He walks in from 5 yards out. West Central wins it. We've got some great semifinal matchups coming up. Let's go to your scoreboard. West Central 35-6, Sioux Falls Christian 49-14, Madison 61-24 as Paul showed us. Brody Frederickson with 185 yards and 6 touchdowns. And Lennox scored a touchdown relatively late from Oldenkamp. St. Thomas More scored. Looked like they were going to tie it, and the Orioles blocked the extra point, so they advance. Yikes. A couple of more quick scores for you. In men's basketball, USF lost at Iowa, South Dakota State won, and one women's score for you. State also won at Frost Arena. That's sports. We'll be right back.